Congratulations.
Thank you.
So good. So good. So what resonated with you when you learned like the scope of the character that you would be portraying, and all that you would have to bring to her to really show how layered and how nuanced and complicated she really is?
What struck me about it, or
Yeah, what resonated with you? Like what were you really feeling about her?
I mean, I think I fell in love with her because I think she's so real. I think there's so many women that feel what she feels, and I think we get a chance to Ashley gets a chance to really go there, I think, in her deep emotional moments, and she gets to express things that I think, like, specifically a lot of women of color feel like they can't show in a workplace, or they can't express themselves in ways because they come off as angry or the bitch or bossy. And I think, like, we get to see these real, strong, fiery, and also like painful emotions that we have and that we want to do really bad. But I think, like, we gotta stay calm. We gotta keep moving because that's part of life, And so we kind of get to see that. And I remember when I first read the scene where, Ashley gets that tennis racket, and she trashes the hotel room. And I read it and I was like, there's so many times where I literally wanted to do that.
Let me tell you something. I worked in hospitality. I worked in the restaurant industry in New York City and LA. That was for all of us. Like I felt that, like, to my bones, I felt it. And the code switching, which is something I wanted to talk about with you because I spoke about it with your other castmates. The code switching that your character does, speaking in the British accent when she's at work, and then a whole nother vernacular when she's amongst friends and family. Let's just talk about what code switching is for those who don't know what code switching is, because I really think it's black and brown people do it. We do it. I think we have to do it the most.
Well, you code switch when you're comfortable, when you're around your people, when you feel safe. And then sometimes you have to switch it up in the workplace in order to be respected, in order to honestly, like, survive and just get through the day. And it's unfortunate, but I think it's part of a little bit of a survival skill that we have learned throughout the years. And it's not for the greatest reason, but it's a little something special that we have and that we understand.
Absolutely. Final question: how can you encourage those of us who are out in the world to be more of an ally for those who are in the prison population?
Do as much research, I think, as possible. I think any organizations that you can be a part of. I had a family member that was in prison a really long time ago that was in Rikers, and so I did the whole visitation process, and it was really, really heartbreaking, but there was a part of it that I understood, so I was able to kind of go there with Ashley in those times, and so I think just the more you know, the more you're educated, that helps. And I think, watching a show like this, these characters represent people that often feel like numbers, that often feel just like things, information that you see on the news. And so if you watch a show like this, hopefully there's a little bit of understanding. There's emotion that is attached to these people that aren't just things, that aren't just numbers. And so there is an understanding that you can hopefully walk away from, and you can get a little more understanding of what these families go through and how the prison system can try to break these families apart. And so we're rooting for the love. We're rooting for to get to the other side.
Humanity overall. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Congratulations and continued blessings and success to you. You're welcome.